today at their borrowed home. Bikita Minerals, that is the Lithium Boys, take on the Gem Boys, Manika Diamonds. Two teams coming out of a defeat over the midweek fixtures, looking for redemption this afternoon. As we can see, the two teams arriving today for this encounter, crucial to both coaches because they need to be picking up maximum points. This is the day where the corner is going to be turned as we go into the second half of the season. I'm sure each of the two sides will love to do so with 3 maximum points, and it has to be remembered that Bikita Minerals have never lost at home, and they've created this as a fortress for them. Can that form continue? Can they carry that forward? That is the big question. And of course, this is a team that is also said to be one of the youngest in the Premier Soccer League. That is Bikita Minerals, coached by Wilson Mtekere, and also Manika Diamonds, Jaros Tapera, really a bit under pressure at this juncture. He needs now to start picking points and getting results. And of course, we'll hear from the two coaches what they have to say this afternoon. Of course, starting with that is the home side, Bikita Minerals, the Lithium Boys head coach, that is Wilson Mtekere, about this match coming from a defeat and of how they've created Gippo Stadium as a fortress, as they've never lost a match here. Indeed, of course, so much we can expect here. Of course, the crowd coming in, and of course, it's a great Saturday afternoon to come and be in the Lowveld. Yes, it's winter time, but most will say when you come here, when it's summertime, it will be blazingly hot. But certainly today, good weather for football, good weather we expect as well to continue for us to have some fast-paced kind of game. And of course, can the young lads that Bikita Minerals have work around? That is Manika Diamonds. That is the question that I'm sure will be answered in 90 minutes, as the greatest expectation of this great encounter is going to be given. And we have got so much to look forward to, so much expectation, so much excitement. This is what the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League is bringing this season. And of course, the teams are packed up and punched with Bikita Minerals sitting on 13th position, just 4 points behind Manika Diamonds, who are sitting on 10th position. And of course, I'm sure that is Manika Diamonds who will be waiting and looking forward to extend their gap between them and their opponents today. That is Bikita Minerals, by snatching 3 points in hand. That is Bikita Minerals, their first defeat at home. Can it happen today? That's what we can expect today. So let's find out what the coaches had to say this afternoon, and hope that you will get a bit of a glimpse to know how these coaches are going to be setting up this afternoon, as we have what a match we have. And of course, this is not only going to be the match that we're going to be witnessing from Gippo Stadium. Tomorrow we are going to witness a triangle play at home as well, and that's the excitement. I'm sure the crowds that will come here, you will see it will be a fully packed Gippo Stadium, because naturally that is the home side. And of course, there are also other matches that are on today, being a Saturday at Rufaro Stadium. It's Scotland taking on a tricky tale one side this afternoon at Rufaro Stadium, and we'll be keeping you posted on that match. As well at Nyamuga Stadium, that is in Kariba, ZPC Kariba will be taking on the Students, that is the Rentals, in that other match as well, and we'll be keeping you posted of some of those matches taking place. And that's a bit of what the good expectation for today. 3 matches that are on in the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League, and we hope that you'll be enjoying what we have in store for you right here from Gippo Stadium. ZBC TV giving you this live broadcast from the Lowveld, and I hope and trust that you'll keep with us here. As you can see, the fans that are there, that I have come through and enjoying the game. And of course, they have come to also witness these two teams play. The other team traveling all the way from Manika land, and of course, Bikita Miras within their province here, being part of Masvingo province as well. And the Lithium boys will be looking to get maximum points in this encounter. Can they get those maximum points? That is the questions. That is what the fans have come to witness. Besides that, they've come to witness the beautiful game. And one thing that you'll know about the Wilson Mtekere coach side is that they play beautiful game, beautiful football to watch and easy to the eye. And it's one of the relatively younger sides that are on today. And of course, that being a young side, but experience sometimes is the right recipe to grind and get results. And that's what Manika Diamonds possess. And hopefully we can witness a game of different cultures, but a great contest between these two sides as they give us which team that we can give it to us. And of course, we shall be linking up with our studio team as they give us also their match analysis as we have this great build-up. But from us here, we are looking to have the coaches here have their say, and we get to know and what their expectations are and how they have set up this team, which could be a bit tricky for the two coaches because they are coming from defeats and they haven't had much time. So let's go and find out what the coaches had to say. Then we'll be crossing over to the studio there for that is the match analysis, and then we'll be back for the full match commentary for the first 45 minutes.
0-1 to Simba. I think we know the strength that Simba has in terms of manpower, in terms of preparedness, them also preparing to compete in the Champions League. But I think we gave a very good account of ourselves, and we are happy with probably the progress in terms of performance. Now we're coming at home, and you may be aware we have not lost at home, and we are also trying to make sure we pick as many points as possible. This is the last match to the first half of the season, and it would be sweet to conclude it with a maximum point.
Losing at home was a painful pill to take, but that's how football is. No one is guaranteed to win at home this time around. It also tells how competitive the league is, and we are happy that everybody puts 100% whenever they play. Not this game also aside, I know that Bikita will be vying for every inch of us so that they can get 3 points. But we are so much prepared. We prepared very well the whole of this. Maybe I can take 2 days or a day. It was just about recovery. It's just that we are taking it over from the game that we played against the Highlanders. We did very well, but it was just unfortunate that we couldn't get a goal. But we hope that here we will do the best that we can. We'll put a very, very strong fight so that at the end of the day we can realize the 3 points that we are intent.
Hello there. Yes, welcome once again to our continued coverage of the Zimbabwe Football Premiership. And as you heard there, our man there, that's Vava Valentine Mabugu, is already there at Gibbo Stadium. We'll be crossing over to him in a couple of moments for match commentary. It is in the Lowveld, number 13 on the 18-team standings. That's the Lithium Boys, Bikita Minerals, taking on number 10 on the standings. That's the Gem Boys, Manika Diamonds, both teams coming from a defeat. Bikita Minerals going down 1-0 to Simba Bora. Manika Diamonds going down 1-0 to Highlanders. The pictures coming through there from Gibbo Stadium. And as you heard as well from Vava, tomorrow we are back at Gibbo Stadium to give you the live proceedings from there. This time around, tomorrow it will be Triangle United, the Sugar Boys taking on Boys Zenaro, that's Green Fuel. In the studio with me to look ahead at this intriguing game, because these two teams, number 13 and number 10, both lost in their last outings. Let's say hello to first to the man we call Uche, that's Achiford Mundava. Uche, very intriguing between these two sides.
Well, thank you so much, Sen, and it's good to be here. And to Zimbabwe, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching us from in the global village. Yeah, two teams, separated by a few points, but the worrying factor for them, they are both defenses are shipping goals like nobody's business.
Yeah, sure, very worrying. And of course, with Uche, is a man whose heart is okay. You know, his blood was racing furiously the last time, but his team eventually won by 1-0. If you remember the midweek game that we gave to you, Dynamos taking on Yada. And he is here. We call him Chief. He is Chief Justice Majavi. Chief, yes, you are nice and calm today.
No, I'm fine, Legendary. Thank you so much. And good afternoon as well.
All right. Okay, so we'll be taking you live to Gibbo Stadium to rejoin Valentine Mabugu Vava. We'll be talking to you at halftime. Here's Bikita Minerals, the host, take on Manika Diamonds.
The national anthem precedes the event, and of course, let's take a listen to the national anthem. Indeed, that is the national anthem of Zimbabwe preceding things here Sibudza imureza wedu weZimbabwe. Raise our flag of Zimbabwe. Pakamisani, the flag of Zimbabwe. Welcome to match day 17 of the Kasalaga Premier Soccer League at the Gibo Stadium. It is Bikita Minerals at the Borodom right here in Triangle as they take on the Gem Boys Manika Diamonds. And of course, the toss being done there by the match official for today. That is Arnold Ngube, who shall be ably be assisted by Amos Fumai, as well as Kudakwashe Chirairo, who shall be the second assistant. Bright Benura will be the fourth assistant, while the match commissioner will be Mr. Brighton Mudzamiri. And of course, these are the lineups for the two sides, starting with the home side. Taona Bigi Temera will be in goals for, that is Bikita Minerals, Blessing Kaduku right back, Felix Moyo centre back, Katarum Zamba the centre back, Percy Pascal Shumba Imwe will be a centre back with three centre backs being played. Benedict Bera, as well as Richard Mulenga, the centre forward. Spencer Mugariri will be the centre forward. Rasi Takaendeza will be the left midfield attacker, with Innocent Masiwa being the centre forward. With Tadewa Nashe Musarirangwa, the former Ngezi Platinum Stars player, being also part of the 11 to complete the first 11. That is for the Bikita Lithium Boys. And the bench, there's Tonda Dedera, who's the goalkeeper. Tanaka Makorimba, the centre back for Rai. Kufa Kurugutoa. Marshall Chuara, the forward. Tanaka Chari. Rowan Nyahumono. Wellington Mangena. Alan Severa. And Lakmo Janeta completing the bench for, that is the Lithium Boys. And of course, the match is about to begin as for the visitors. Manika Damos, the German Boys, are lining up as follows. In goals, Tedes Baye will keep goals for them. There's also Lawrence Masibera will be the Farai Banda, and Lawrence Mtlanga will make sure that defense remains solid. David Chipo is also there to solidify that defense. The midfield will be marshaled and led by Nigel Mupinduki, Ask Rupande, Sibusisan Sapu, and Brett Amidu. Up front, Charles Teguru, as well as Fortune Binzi, will be the one making sure they get the goals for that is Manika Diamonds. Sitting out on the bench is Issa Sadiki, very familiar name, Mark Forjga, Clive Zingai, Ramson Pavari, formerly of FC Platinum, Kuzanai Demera, formerly of FC Platinum Dynamos as well. Cole Mapira Pachena will be the right back. Kudakwashe Mahachi sits on the bench. Evans Katema is there. He's playing against his former side as well. He used to be with Bikita Minerals. Geoffrey Chitsumba as well. And of course, my match analyst for today. Thank you very much, and we kick off as the match referee Arnold Ngube gets us started underway. So it is that is the home side wearing red shorts with white tops, kicking from left to right on your screens, and of course Manika Diamonds in black and touch of white. Their white black shorts and black shirts and a touch of white in them for them there, as well as they look to attack from right to left. You can see a long one being launched forward to no man's land there for the attacking for the attacker, but well kept in there by Manika Diamonds, pushing it forward. Bikita Minerals with the cross, but unfortunately Spencer Muringari couldn't whip in his cross with a curl to find somebody there in white and red for Bikita Minerals. It has to be said that Bikita Minerals have never lost a match here this season at Gibo Stadium. They've made this a fortress. and they'll be looking forward to make sure that they get maximum 3 points today and reduce the gap between them and Manika Diamonds, who sit 4 points just ahead of them. Here we go. The chance. They lock him down. The captain clipping forward now. Acres of space to go in an attack here. Here they come now. Manika Diamonds desperate for 3 points. Their captain. Come in. Lawrence Ntlanga, formerly with FC Platinum. Foul there committed. Arnold Ngube going to check on the player riding in agony. We have to mention that Bikita Minerals, you've never this season lost a game here. I'm sure they go into this game with lots of confidence.
Yeah. Bikita Minerals sure pana pa Triangle pa Gibo Stadium asachamba wana lose inotori ne 1 win ne 2 draw ne 3 draw pano saka pano totaridzira kuti inofana kunge kwekurusa kwayo inokwanisa kunge iri draw match because haitendedzi kazhinji kacho kuti muno mibude yakaryiwa.
The throw in on the near side. Says Kudagasha Chirairo. Part of the crowds that has come here. Both teams yet to settle. And they find a bit of fluidity and free flow in this encounter so far. And they'll be looking to draw first blood. Taken away from him. Blessing Kaduku. The touch on Amidu. Still tangling with Amidu. Good touch. He still wants it. Trying to detect the pace. Here comes now. That is Charles Teguru. Well marshaled. The cross is swept to the other. And that one well defended. They're leaving danger. Amidu. The shot blocked. Manika Diamonds asking all the right questions to begin with in the first 5 minutes. A good touch and 10 there as they're going forward. So runner in the box. Piss to Marcus. He's still going. And that one is cleared for a corner. Better interchange of play. Innocent Masiwa looking to cause a bit of trouble. Now action swinging from one end to the other. The two sides now with great determination.
Yeah. But we're gonna pick them up. So we're going to farm the chinda kumberi. But was it a good defense? No good varid zosa. Sakai papanga pakashata panga pa asha chaipoche.
Corner kick, the first one for this afternoon. Corner kick. Tedious Baye will try and make sure as he organizes his defense here. This the cross is swept in. It's a good one, too close to the goalkeeper. He was going for goal there. And it will be another corner kick here. Tedious Baye watchful. That was a really tricky one.
The confidence it's Amira Nemuso.
Look at that. He had to be watchful. Punches it away for another corner kick. Second one comes in, it's deep. but well defended by Manika Diamonds. Now the cross is whipped in, changing of flanks, nicely done. A cross inside the yard, a chance to shoot! He couldn't connect there. That is Richard Mulenga. Chance close begging. It had an opportunity at a good touch, but it couldn't really find the right connection to trouble Teddy Asmaye. The game breathing into life now. Bikita Minerals asking now the questions. Throw in on the far side. Here they come now. As the build from the back, the Star Wilson Ticketed loves his team to play. He loves his young lads to pass it around. Blessing Kaduku now. Keeps one forward. Defended back. They push it back to their goalkeeper, Taona Temira. Long searching ball. He's the man who's causing all the trouble. Innocent Masiwa tries to beat his mark and wins another corner kick. Surely, but given as a goal kick by Arnold Ngube, our center referee this afternoon. But so far, Bikita have settled much better than Manika Diamonds. The first 3 minutes it was Manika Diamonds who were looking to settle a bit quicker, but it looks like
Bikita inenge yagadzirisa my mistakes ayo because yatanga iri pa pressure, but because nondo vari kuwandira kuenda kugate, but they are losing a lot of chances because vari kusvika pagate asi vachitadza, saka meno chazomira sei pamberi.
John Nikadzino also being part of the crowd here. Here they come as the whip across forward. Chance forward. Offside. Surely gets to test the net. The first set for my Amos raising his flag on the far side. And if you saw there, he just had to take a new ball, not the one that nestled in the net. Players can be superstitious like that. Here's Bikita. Blessing Kaduku. Blind pass. Gains another touch. Kaduku seeing much of the ball. Open foot by Spencer Mugariri. On David Chifo. The referee says a retake. As Farai Banda was looking to have a quick start, get his team set and to go forward. But the referee recalled for the ball to be restarted. There was movement in it. Header. Emphatically cleared. This is a double. That one will trickle out for a goal kick. No problem for Temira Taona. Biggie. And we're flying high as well to watch this one. And of course, giving a local lad an opportunity to analyze for us this afternoon. That is Digo Rugare, popularly known as Rastigo. But here comes Fortune Binzi, looking to unlock the Bikita Minerals defense with the cross here. It's whipped in nicely. Almost one at the edge of the box there. They quickly regain possession, but good pressing. No nonsense defending there. from Spencer Mugariri. Solid, not allowing any breathing space to create an opportunity. But a throw in on the near side. And the referee says, let's go. It looks like it's going to be a very long throw from Lawrence Masbera. Indeed, inside the 10, it's a tricky one. The keeper has to come out, and he does safely collect. The long throw finds his man. Nicely done. Innocent Masiwa pushes it back to Blessing Kaduku. Long session ball again, but it will be retrieved by Lawrence, by David Chipo rather. Maspera, deep cross, couldn't keep it in there. That is Charles Tegur. First assist for my Amos, acknowledging and raising his flag that that ball had gone out. Taona Temera. Surely the keeper will collect that one. That is tedious by it. They get opportunity to be with the national team. So to have a safe pair of hands. Throw in to the away side. That is Manika Damos, the Gem Boys from Manika Land in Mutare. Beaten at home by Highlanders by 1-0 in the midweek fixture. That does indeed put a bit of pressure on Jairus Tapera, who was saying during the pre-match interview, saying that they need to start turning the corner and pick maximum points. Remember, as a team that was sitting at the apex of the log with 35 points, but lost all their second round matches and they got relegated. He had to remind us of that. And he's wary. Free kick, an attempted scissors kick there, illegally done, and the referee Arnold Ngube we are approaching the first 15 minutes. Your take so far, how you are seeing this one between the two sides, how they've begun the first 15 and how you see it going forward.
Now it's almost 50-50 because the Manika Diamond is pushing forward. So I don't know what will happen next. But hey, any pressure.
Indeed, both sides with a bit of pressure, but Bikita looking to shoot. Same effort. Daddy and daughter can never beat that love. Enjoying the game of football. It's good for family, isn't it?
Yeah. So that kita shone kwa muri chitoona kuti abhora zvinoindi kwazvese nemhuri nevana zvese vachitodzidzirawo zvemberi.
Free kick on the far side. Long searching ball. Bikita Minerals losing possession in critical areas in the middle of the park as Manika Diamonds has sprayed it wide and look to create something here. But well read in a dangerous territory nonetheless in terms of that defense, but they recover well. He had to let it go. That is Carlton Zabwa there. Heavy touch coming through from Askru Pande. For Ibanda. Lawrence Mhlanga. Lawrence Mhlanga fouled there. Very experienced driver, very experienced player Used to play for Chicken Inn, went to FC Platinum, and now he finds a new home with the Gem Boys. World-traveled, world-experienced player who also featured for the national team.
Experience yapo ntoda in the player tinasota experience iripo paracho rutambwa zvinova zvaunyanzvi zvasiyana wane vana vadoko.
Clip in, a chance to turn. Masbera found himself in unfamiliar territory. Lawrence Masbera, supposed to be playing as a right back, but there find himself in the 18 area. Offside nonetheless. That's how attack-minded he is. Foul, honestly. Comical areas.
So much.
Indeed. The referee says, but why? To innocent Masiwa.
Anyanya kusoroka kudarika munhu wese angagara munhu bamba cheko.
Here they come. A chance from Tlanga. Offside. Masiwa there. His pace will be problematic for this edging sort of defense from Manika Damos. We've seen him running a lot. Lawrence Nhlanga, look at his experience. He knows how to defend off.
Arikupinda madefender chako kuendera vasati vawana position cheche yekumutora nayo saka arikutedza kuti achava dangerous. Ada kunatsa kumakwa cheko kusvika simba.
The technical bench there. A good 10 foul surely from Askrupande. Does well to not allow that player to go away and create something. The captain for Bikita, Benedict Bera, highlighting to the referee to say, can you make him move away? How are they going to execute this set piece? They clip a long one forward. Bretamidu does well to find Masbera. Masbera wins a throw in on the far side. That is Lawrence Masbera. Very tricky player, loves going forward, but sometimes he can expose his defense when Bikita Mira realized that they'll surely attack that right side of defense for Manika Diamonds. Bretamidu the shot. Blocked.
Oh,
the chance for Teguru! Misses the upright by a whisker of foot. Dangerous play from Charles Teguru, combining well with Bretamidu, who's never too shy to shoot.
Yeah, what the position, but that was a serious shot, eh?
Take a look at that again. First time. Doesn't take time to control it, but he just hits it soon after the bounce. Good technique. Just by a whisker. That could have easily nestled in. And the goalkeeper, Taona Bigi Temera, could have been beaten. First shot on anger by Manika Diamonds, an opportunity.
Yeah. But to get this chance, yacho yanga sikatende rotita to go. Gaya go bora.
Throw in. Blessing Kaduku. Kangundu. Here they come now. They push it back. The keeper miscuses well, but Ngundu commits a foul. Opportunity for another set piece for Manika Diamonds. The Gem Boys, 20 minutes they've been played. Goalless it remains here at Gibo Stadium. Match day 17 of the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League. Bikita Minerals taking on Manika Diamonds. Both sides desperate for 3 points. Innocent Masiwa now. He has proven to be very tricky this afternoon. Tricky customer. Crosses swept inside the 18, a header. Kangundu couldn't keep it in. And that one would trickle out for a throw in on the near side. Jairus Tapera. And then you can tell under a lot of pressure with the investment.
Yeah, pakashata alfana kumeka shota budirira pa game irori because nitseka ne ma games masrebaka. Saka alfana kumeka shota tora 3 points papa.
They're looking for 3 sets of points. Fortune Binzi. Sibusiso Ndlovu loses possession, but they overshow it with Tadanya Shem Sarirana, former Ngezi Platinum Star player. Came through their ranks, the junior ranks, but has found a new home at Bikita Minerals. To be probably time for him to move on a bit. Part of the partisan crowds that has come through this afternoon to witness this Match Day 17 Kasalaga Premier Soccer League. Here they come now. Can they create something? Can they whip in across? On the ball, and the keeper parries it away. Nicely done by Teddy's by Dangerous. They're living here. Chances being created, one end to the other. Kanguru, there's a player injured inside the net there for the Gem Boys. But what a chance there. Looks like that is Lawrence Masibera. Look at that cross, nicely whipped in, and the keeper first to get there. Good strong hand, parries it away.
That was a dangerous corner.
Dangerous cross there, whipped in by Kanguru. Feeling a bit of a nudge. The substitute. Pavari working out the joy of the crowd from Bikita Minerals, trying to fortify this team, give them victory. Look at them. They never disappoint the fans. They always give you the very best. Always. They always make sure. Oh, what a save there from the goalkeeper as we relieve that moment. Look at the fans. Crosses swept inside the 18 area, but it was a too low cross. Manika Diamonds given an opportunity to clear their lines. But Bikita Minerals are not done yet. They're asking all the right questions with the cross whipped in. Well defended. And then offside being raised by the second Kudakwasha Shirairo. Arnold Ngube, our referee this afternoon in this Kasalagam Match Day 17. And we've come halfway so far. How do you see Bikita Minerals progressing halfway stage and going forward? Are they now much better and solid than how they started?
Yeah, varikuya kumberi vachitry kuataka but hasikwana finishing. Saka varikukuta machances ekunge vachinda mberi. Manika Diamonds asikinda masure, but the game racho re 50-50. As maonera kunde kuti Manika Diamonds is not attacking very serious. Esosvika kugede.
Keeper launches a long ball forward in attack. Good chance there for Tadadeshe Msarirana. Can we pin across? It's a low one, but he couldn't find a man in white and a red short there. Fortune Beans with an opportunity to attack here. Can he be direct? But well read by Kangundu. Cross comes in. The goalkeeper does well there. It was whipped in by Nigel Mpundiki. Innocent Masiwa, being the lone striker, does well to hold ball, keep possession for his team, get them moving again. They push it back. Blind pass, but defended well nonetheless by Bikita Minerals, retrieved by Kangundu. Here they come now. Bikita Minerals clipping one. Kangundu inside the box. Can whip in. Rushed his effort at well marshaled. Made sure he wasn't given a chance to even cross. Good recovery from the defender there. Teddy Aspire rearranging, communicating with his teammates where he wants to place it. Clips a long one forward, looking for Fortune Binzi, does well. Found the boot of Najon Penduki. The tussling and fighting. They push it back to Farai Banda. Well won by Bikita Minerals with the one-touch football. Finds space. Innocent Msiwa! A chance! Good defensive worker. They're coming through from Lawrence Masibera. Does well to cover his end of the side. After that cross and another opportunity.
I think Bikita Minerals shall regret my chance. Require clear chances, but you share finishing.
Innocent had just placed it right there in the 6-yard box, looking for a tap in, a touch from Bikita Minerals, but they couldn't. They couldn't find it. Throw in, close to the corner flag. It's a long one. Bubbles, can he shoot? Was trying to hit it on the 10 there, but couldn't connect with it again. Still not well cleared by Manika Damos. Finally, they do emphatically. Fortune Bins tightly being monitored by Carlton Zambwe, former Wange, former Caps United, and now at Bikita Minerals, many years of experience, one of the most experienced and senior statesmen in this young Bikita Minerals side.
Yeah. Bikita Minerals says that in each is fun, but one injury that is a good tamba.
Ngawubona abafana laba abemanika Diamonds velithinta nje kanje sesidlale yona imizuzwa engu-28 kuhlandla loqala lomdlalo lo oyisishumi lasikhombisa phakathi kwe Bikita Minerals le Manika Diamonds. See lapha ke Eloveld. Sebona ke uLawrence Masibera elishaya elide uCarlton Mtsangu keeper. Batshintsha abafana sebehamba ke Bikita Minerals isiyakhunsa isiyaphambili. Badinga ke umfana ke uThadaliwa Shemasarana. Shalihle izandla zika goalkeeper ke umfana ke abambisa bethu nguTeddy Aspire elibamba nje kange eqhubela uFarai Banda eshaya lite liyaphambili ebedinga ke umfana twa Fortune Binzi ke akasabonakalanga basadinga nje besafuna ukubona ukuthi hamba kanjani. Amaqembu lawa iBikita Minerals yona ke ihlezi kunumber 13 ke kulokho kuthi yona ke iManika Diamonds ihlezi ke kunumber 10 ke kulokho bechane nje ngemhlomelo emine. Innocent Msiwa bamqalele ke ngumfana okuthiwa nguTeddy Aspire eshaya lite ethola ke umfana okuthiwa nguLawrence Masibera. Lawrence Lawrence Mhlanga babili ke Lawrence kuqembu leManika Diamonds eshaya elite liphumela phandle ke unompembe wethu wanamhla nguye ke uArnold Ncube nguye unompembe oyibambile impembe kwanamhla emini shaya elite 18 area belikhipha ke eligcina eThaibo bethi ngiyalifuna abanye labo buyile bezobukela nje umdlalo omuhle wenguqu eLovet lapha Triangle. Throw in tiri kuona ka vamwe vauya kuzoona mutambo uyu vakomana vebikita minerals avasatomborova panhandare ino yekibo stadium gore rino. Takutosvika pachikamu chepakati vasati vamborova kuti nhasi Jaro Stapera anogona here kuzorova Wilson Mtekede achirova rakareba. Good chest control from Forai Panda as he finds Lawrence Mhlanga. A poor touch, a mistake, Musiwa! Can he shoot? Yes, he scores!
What a goal. What
Gifted!
A goal.
A goal here! The man who has been a menace! Innocent Musiwa!
Wazitaura wakati munhu ari dangerous.
He knows how to position themselves. And there it is. Manika Diamond takes the lead. Bikita Minerals, pardon me, takes the lead. What a striker from the Lithium boys off a fantastic
SG with
Watching.
the blow.
watching. And the crowd is going wild here at Kibo State of the Parties and crowd. A mistake. Pickpocketed was Askuru Pande. The referee said it was okay. The score is now 1-0 in favor of the Lithium boys. And the Champions are going to have to dig deep to get back into this match. He made no mistake. Beat Tedious Bae. That is the man, Innocent Msiwa. He's been a menace all afternoon. This could be a crucial goal in the bid to climb up. The Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League comes in the 32nd minute here. Again, zvachitaura zvezve kuti ari kuvashungurudza maruns ake aya and nepressing yaari kuita kumashure achipressa madefenders eManika Diamonds finally paid off.
Yeah, because angava nenguva achivabhita achikuta machances but azewana bvaishandisa.
Indeed, the referee says we're ready for restart. Now Manika Diamonds will need to dig deep. They need to dig deep here. They have to chase this game. So he gets his 6th goal of the season. That is Innocent Masiwa. The shot, the goalkeeper, no problem for him, in as much as it gives a bit of a nervy moment for the fans here, the partisan fans. That is Taona Biggie Temera. Innocent Masiwa with his 6th goal of the season to give Bikita Minerals the lead here. They'll surely now have their tails up. The cup forward again, a chance to whip in across. It's a poor one. He needed to be sure-footed to find somebody in the 6-yard box there. Manika Diamonds leaving dangerously. They are looking to pounce on them when they are still wounded and hurting from that goal. Bikita now with their tails up. Spencer Muringari hits his own player.
Vamwe vambobuda panotoda mvura inotonhora kumutova cheko.
It does happen in a game of football. But Rasi Taedza looks to be okay to continue. 35 minutes have been played. We're in the 36th now. 9 minutes plus optional time still to play. Bikita Minerals in the lead by 1-0 Keresi of an Innocent Masiwa as he scored his 6th goal of the season. Throw in on the near side. unbeaten so far. That is the man in your picture, Thaddeus Baye. Throw it. Kangudu. Blessing. Can he bless them with a good whipped in cross? Unfortunately not. Jairus Tapero animated in your picture there, telling his players to push forward. He wants them to push a bit forward and attack. Good control, good interchange of space. Muringai. They'll find Rasi, Pascal, Shumbaimwe, Innocent. Siwa now on the ball. The goal scorer. Twist and turns. Clips a good cross here. Can he find? Oh man, he couldn't connect. That is Tadiwa Nashem Sarirano. Another chance goes begging, but good chipped in ball from Innocent Masiwa. He's in form. Sarirana on the edge of the box. What get the dream? Sarirana tries to get a cow. Couldn't get the right whip. The intention was good, but not the execution.
Yeah, even they are with the Rapukisa Pambir Panangari Parana Paikon connect a foot.
Some of the fans, Bikita Minerals, smiling faces, happy to have taken the lead here. Injured player, they're still riding in Agodi, but the cross is whipped in as play is not stopped. Can he keep it in? No, it was overcooked. Elsewhere, Scotland, Newell against L1. ZPC Kariba Newell with Fiorentas. He should have just ended the ball there. That chance went begging. And he tried to whip it in there, but couldn't find the right curl and right whip. But the idea was good in his brain. There he is. Needs a bit of icing. And the dancers will be here. I'm sure we can tell. So that should be Bikita Mineral supporters, isn't it?
Yeah, Nambuya Bikita Mineral Savasara, Panapora, Wanosara, and game and Rebulua.
Chipochuza zvakawanda nezvavo.
Vanonzi nekuvanzwa vanonzi Gogomesa. The supporter of Bikita Minerals achifamba zvine vana vechikoro vepamushana high school. Pane pamushana high school ashai kumuchembere.
Oh, nice. Nicely done by Farai Banda. Looking for Preta Midu, the good header chance for Manika Tama to get an equalizer. Fortune Pinzi couldn't connect, but he gets possession on the edge of the box. Amidu couldn't. It was a good block there because he really knows how to pack them. Preta Midu, and they almost combined well with Fortune Pinzi. There, good block, good timely intervention from Spencer Muringai. That would have proved lethal. Well won by Spusi Sondovo. The free kick on Lawrence Masibera. Long clip ball. There, the goalkeeper, that is Tawana Bigitemera, will take a few minutes. Now Sando Tibana Lati Cecil Tale Imizuzona Eli Chumilane Soxelena Emitlano Lenye Ezangezelelo Yonage Iman Bikita Minerals Yakokela Yekol Elinye Wa 0. Throw in Ezanigage Abafana Bemanika Diamonds Bonage Aba Ogamanje Bakokelwa I Bikita Minerals Ni one call Kanya Bali Tinta J Pagati La Pagati Kwenkundla Ask Rupande Batinga ge Ufarai Panda bamvala ucaptain lithatha umsarirana engena ke ku-18 area laphana uzekwenzani washaya elide hey dinga sokuthi befuna ukwenzani
ashauta arikuda kuzama kudiya pamaplayers esanga ari mapresa mukati mahameno kwaari tamika ari kutoita kwa hameno kuti kutedza kupinda mugumberi kana kuti kutozvikonewa
babuya ke nanku ke ba dinga ke equalizer bafana be Manika Diamonds. Charles Teguru ethola ke uBretta Mitu uAmita sache bathi bamvala dayibuyele emuva la lokho liqinile bedinga uLawrence Maspera lapho make kuyaba ikhona kick yaqala yabafana be Manika Diamonds ukuthi bengahlohla ke singakayi ukuya kudla amanantshisi lama orange nge half time ukapteni wabo ke nguyo oyathatha ikhona kick intata siyadlala kweminyaka eminingi uFarai Panda asibone ke ukuthi bengenza njani abafana beManika Diamond bababiza ke bethi ngama-champ boys abafana beManika Land shayilithe lihle akulolithathayo lapho manje ke laphandle la bayi-throw in ngapha ke kweninye side babuyile babe bahle bebuyile besebhoren kubahle kuba nje kubehle kube nje kuqhakathekile labanye bagida lapha kuhle kuyakholiswa yabungasali buye ebhoren noma uye kubhora wena
vanhu vanofanira kuya kubhora njere dzinombota dzitasanuka uchiona zvingachiita naye vamwe kana kuswera wakazvisungirira mumba
balijika ke abafana be Bikita Minerals bebathathela ke Charles Teguru ethola ke uBretta Mitu eshaya lifitshane ke ubedinga uFortune Beans laphana kasamtholanga phose kwaba kubi kubafana be Bikita Minerals beshaya elite thola ke mu-ask Rupinda Bikita Minerals zilifaka phansi uthi kalihlale phansi benza kahle Innocent Msiwa free kick bathi hayi unompembe uthi Benedict Pera awulithathanga ngokusemthethweni iborarelelo njalo ke ngithi kalifakwe phansi babehlabela ke abafana beBikita bathi lapha ikhipho state makuphunywa nje awumelanga kube kalula kanjeyana nxa bezodlala labo ngoba bazake bedliwe lapha Fortune Pins bera belikhipha elide lihle abafana beBikita Minerals Bretta Mitu Maspera ethola uBretta Mitu Sibusiso Ndlovu lo Bretta Mitu betshintshana Bretta Mitu efukudla abafana ababili bathi ngeke Innocent Msiwa ngani uphuzile laphana elithatha kahle nje unompembe wathi hayi akukho emthethweni ngoba lelana yena uthi hayi udlala inyama la
warowane bonto rangara murowa basa minoti refu waona umaone right azvirambizi because decision refu ndiyo kupedzisira
unompembe ke bephakamisa ke laphana ukuthi sizadlala umzuzu owodwa nje ozangezelelwa singakayi phumula free kick tapinda pa minute yokupedzera mtambo uno yakatungamira ndiyo aka time pamsha inonzi Bikita Minerals vachirowa rakareba vachitsvaga mukomana wanogosa Masiwa vachana musarirana achishanduka achiona captain wake Bera achishanduka achirowa 1 achigona achiwana Carlton Mudzabwa ari kutsvaga pasi achiwana Innocent Masiwa achida kutena player yake ada kushandisa ruboshwe kuti awane pasi but rabharabharwa paya vachita tidzokororei azoshaiwa munhu wake Bera vamzvina pembe vachiti First 45
orange.
that sheda inozara sikuti pa analysis yenye first 45 marona say maona say mtambo
ya mamirira zvakaita ndezvekuti Manika Diamonds yatanga ine simba nonga first 5 minutes asi yazoluza confidence nekuti yakita sengeri kutamba half ground Bikita Minerals iri kustrika iri kuwandira kumberi sterek iri kukuta mamwe machances but iri kuwandira kumberi mamirira maonera ndazviita.
So there you have it. Bikita Minerals will go into halftime leading by 1-0. And Bikita Minerals are leading 1-0 at halftime against Manika Diamonds in today's Premier League soccer match. The score indicates Bikita Minerals have made a strong start, capitalizing on their opportunities. And we'll wait for the second half to see if they can maintain this momentum in the second half. And of course, Manika Diamonds will stage a comeback, will they? Given the head-to-head statistics, it's interesting to note that in the previous encounters, Manika Diamonds have shown resilience. For instance, in their May 12, 2024 match, Manika Diamonds won 1-0 against Bikita Minerals. However, today's match has taken a different turn. Let's now cross over to the studio for halftime match analysis.
Halftime then at Gibbo Stadium in the Lawfeld, and it continues to pour for JT Jairus Tapera so far, because remember, he's lost his last 2 matches against Caps United, then against Highlanders, and he is losing. The head coach of Manika Diamonds losing right now against Bikita Minerals. A gift of a goal, as you saw that one. We'll be checking it on the highlights. The cigarette, that's Lawrence Mutlanga's nickname. I'll explain to you later how he got that nickname. The short pass to his co-defender Nigel Ropande and dispossessed by Innocent Masiwa, who has been a menace for the Lithium boys against the Gem boys, and slotting it past Thaddeus Baye. There was nothing that the otherwise impressive Thaddeus Baye could have done. So it's 1-0, Bikita Minerals to the good. Yes, we will also keep you updated of what is happening at Nyamunga Stadium and at Rufaro Stadium. But let's find out from our 2 expert analysts who are here in the studio with me, Uche Achiford Mundawa and Chief Justice Majavi. Uche, a very intriguing first half and, well, unfortunately for JT's team, Manika Diamonds, they gifted a goal and they're down by 1-0.
Yes, like you highlighted earlier on CNN, that JT has lost 2 consecutive games, and this is now almost the 3rd consecutive. Obviously, his mental faculties are cloudy, they are hazy, and we do hope and trust that he'll pick the rhythm, because right now, obviously, the alarm bells are now ringing, and the firing squad is on the line. That's one cruel thing about soccer, because the results within 90 minutes, they have to come. So the remaining 45 minutes, he needs to turn the corner so that the team wins. Because if you look at how Manika Diamonds started, they were at the top, gravitating towards mid-tablers. Right now they are going down. So right now their only way is down, and he needs to arrest that slide in form for the team, because no one will be happy, especially their supporters as well as their stakeholders. Because right now, remember, Caps and Dynamos, they are there. They are also fighting to get on their way up. So obviously it will be a tall order for Manika Diamonds. JT literally under siege, and the next 45 minutes, I think he has to save his job at Manika Diamonds. Yeah.
Well, how things can turn so cruelly in this world's most beautiful game, because if you go back to 2023, Manika Diamonds were runners-up to Ngezi Platinum in the league. They were number 2. 12 months later, they were number 4. When Simba Bora won it. I'm talking about last year. And FC Platinum were 2nd, Ngezi Platinum were 3rd, Manika Diamonds were 4th. And right now, they are number 10. Well, they are not in the relegation zone yet, but things are not looking too good for JT. I don't know. whether the Manika Diamond supporters, I know some of you are watching, whether some of you are probably saying it's now a pandemonium. Well, is it? Well, Chief Justice Majavi is here. Manika Diamonds not looking good for JT, is it, Chief?
Yeah, of course, you know, it's maybe they are facing a lot of problems as a team. And if you see their results, they are not convincing, and there's nothing the players can do. I think only a miracle is to work out.
As we take a look at the highlights in the initial games, Bikita Minerals were asking some questions, and Manika Diamonds then slowly came into it, well, until that goal. And yes, Chief, the early exchanges there, as Manika Diamonds, they are threatened, and good goalkeeping. There's very good goalkeeper. He is Teddy Asbaye.
Yeah, you know, he I think 3-4 times he has kept Manika into the game. You know, he did very well, and unfortunately they made a mistake at the back. The ball didn't roll. It was actually a hospital pass, I would say, and it was intercepted. Then Masiwa Innocent had to finish. You know, it happens though in the game of football. But at times, you know, they need to be cautious. They just don't need to be playful at the back. It's a team that is not getting points. It's a team that needs to revive themselves and gain confidence. They don't even know why they are in this position. Yet they've got some good players with them. You know, we talk of Farai Banda, Mhlanga, good experience as well. Amidu is there as well. I mean, Kuda is there, March. You know, so it's a team that they need to sort out their things. You know, with the caliber of, I think, looking at their technical bench with the caliber of JT, Jairus Tapera. There's also Patrick Mandija there.
Yeah,
you know,
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
You know,
what a player he was.
Yeah, very good player he was.
Jackie
I know he
Chan.
was also a very good finisher.
Yes.
You know, so it's something they need to sit down and consider. Their games are not so impressive, especially the results. They might try to do everything, but you can see the players themselves, the body languages and so forth.
It's not right. It's not right.
Yeah.
The body language at Manika Diamonds, not right. And the way they gave away that gift goal. Yes, like Chief did say, it can happen. Yes, it can happen. But right now, you don't want to be, you're not doing too well. At home, you are losing and so on the road, you're struggling, and you don't want to give away goals like that. But for Bikita Minerals, listen, for Widzo Wilson Mutekede, he won't be worrying about how JT, Jairus Tapera, is feeling right now. He will be feeling too good. And he arrived at Bikita Minerals, and he has turned things. Yes, he has sprung up some shock victories like the one a fortnight ago when they met high-flying Herentals, the students. Everybody expected the students had just beaten Highlanders and so on. But the students lost by 2-0 to Bikita Minerals. So, Mutekede doing some good things at the Lithium Boys there, Uche.
Yeah, rightly so, CNN, and a positive trajectory for Mutekede. That's the beauty of soccer to a certain extent. Once a team gels and the engine is functioning, it will be well oiled. Right now, they have no fear factor. Dismantling rentals, and they were in the relegation zone. Right now, they've wiggled their way out, and they are now sailing in sort of comfortable waters. So they're maintaining that trajectory. So well done to Winston Mutekede. But the major undoing also is complacency. When you have become a lot of overconfidence, then it can also affect you tactically. They must just continue on that trajectory, notch 4 or 5 more victories, then you'll be safe. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that the last we had from Rufaro Stadium, where number 3 is meeting number 4. That's Simba Bora meeting Tel 1. Nothing, no goals had been scored yet. And the last we had from Nyamunga Stadium, where number 6 are meeting number 7. Number 6 Kauyaga Turuturu, ZPC Kariba meeting the students. Rentals, no goals yet. But there is a goal to talk about at Gibbo Stadium in the Lawfelt, where the troublesome Innocent Masiwa are punishing Lawrence Motlanga and Nigel Rupande. Maybe more Lawrence Motlanga for the short pass or whatever. And Tedias Vae, the goalkeeper, could do nothing about it. So what lies ahead in the second half at Gibbo Stadium? Well, the goal, once again, there was the pass by Lawrence Motlanga and a short one dispossessed there by Innocent Masiwa. That was Nigel Rupande dispossessed after the short pass, and there was nothing. Nothing. Even if they had greater goalkeepers, well, he's doing well, Tedious Bai, but I'm saying there was nothing that he could have done. So 1-0. So they really have to work extra hard. That's JT's men, Manika Diamonds, to come back into it. Otherwise, things continue to look gloomy. So what lies ahead in the second half? Let's start first with Manika Diamonds and pose that question to Chief Justice Majavi.
You know, on a positive note, you know, the team with that quality, you don't expect the mistakes. You as a coach, you just have to remind them to avoid mistakes. You know, get into the game. Let's try to play and have more complete passes. And we increase our pace. You can see they are very slow. That's why Bikita is pouncing on them, because every time they are basically passing each other at the back with the short passes, and the field there is too heavy. The ball is not moving, and Bikita is taking the ball and they attack on the goal. They have had more corners than them. You can see, but let's try to get into the game. Brett should be on the ball too much because he's a ball player. Let's try to use his 1-2s and so forth, but he is not getting the ball. And they're isolating Beans by high balls. They're just giving in high balls. So they need to play
much from Fortune Beans.
Of course, every ball which is coming to him is a high ball. So there is a goalkeeper who is clever. Temera is just getting there. It's easy for him to catch. So Beans is nowhere to be seen. So let's try to play the ball on the ground. Let's try to push it faster, get into spaces, and try to create more chances. I think it will turn tables for them, because otherwise with the youthful Bikita Minerals, they won't have a chance, because the boys are too quick. They are pressing, and they are pressing high as well. That's why they got the goal. You can see when Lawrence tried to play, in a normal circumstance, the midfielder was supposed to come and receive. But because they are pressing high, they came in full force. Then there was support. Innocent just got one touch into the box and they slot it home. So which is very, very, very bad for Manika. They have to switch on and try to play as a team.
Well, that one, as you saw, the Manika Diamonds, some of the Manika Diamonds players, I think 1 or 2, thought that one the referee should have blown. Arnold Ngube, they felt maybe the cigarette Lawrence Motlanga had been impeded upon, but the referee saw nothing. Is there anything wrong here? Yeah, it was played. Uche, was the cigarette extinguished here?
Yeah, if you look at the game of football, CNN, physical contact is an inescapable reality, and on balance of probability, Lawrence was a bit hesitant. The major undoing for him was the pitch. The pitch is heavy. Manika Diamonds, during warm-up, they were supposed to read that the pitch is heavy. So when you pass, you need to do heavy passes. He didn't do that. And kudos to Bikita Minerals for being highly alert. That player was alert, and that ball also went to Masiwa, who then pounced on it.
That's
but on
right.
balance of probabilities, that is not a yellow card. That is not a foul. Physical contact in a game of football.
Okay, right. So what does this second half have for us? Well, don't worry, because we're taking you back to Gibbo Stadium to rejoin Vava Valentine Mabugu for the second half commentary.
$29 for 24.
Ali Sadiki. And of course, we are underway for the second half. Welcome back to Gibo Stadium. Of course, the borough home of that is Bikita Minerals. Here they've met this their fortress, a home they love, never to lose here. And of course, they lead this by 1-0 courtesy of a goal by that is the man. It was a goal scored by Innocent Masiwa as he scored his 6th goal of the season so far. Here comes now Manika Diamonds looking to respond as early, but well defended by Bikita Minerals. This is how they started the first half, and now can they continue is the question. And we say welcome back to Digo Rugare.
Kutanga kwaro kwe second half atadzoka rikatona mafambiro azvo.
Here they come now, Innocent Masiwa, the goal scorer. Going forward, looking for a 1-2 touch, and he does with it. Masiwa now in the edge of the box. Can he whip it and get an assist here? He couldn't. They're claiming penalty, but not given. They'll whip another cross here. This has so far been an exciting match. And they've started like so. First, Manika Diamonds asking the question. Cleared. And action swung to the other end. And they were about to create something that is Bikita Minerals. They need to consolidate the lead here. That's the worried face of Jairus Tapera. Corner kick. Number 3 of the match. But number 4 rather for the match for Bikita Minerals. But the first in the second half. Rasi Tayedza asking them to come closer to the near post. And it does this in Frieda. But well defended by Lawrence Masbera. Skip forward to Fortune Binzi with a good touch. Taguru, Charles, battling and fighting. There he is. They whip it forward, but no takers. Binzi to chase. The goalkeeper to clip it forward. Needlessly concede possession there. And of course, Ali Sadiq has come in for Spusis on Jobu. Ramson Pavari for Mali FC Platinum. Sitting it out on the bench. Looks like somebody slipped, unless he looks injured out of the pitch. The medics will need to rush and attend to him because off the pitch of the match would be stopped. That chance, that penalty, yeah, it wouldn't have been given. Too close. Was there handling? It was a sliding tackle. Might have been faulty hand, really. They tried to clip it for a chance to score. Second, whipped in, offside. They survive here, Manika Diamonds. Arnold Mube, as well as his first assistant, Amos Pumai, saying offside. They surface, they survive here. That is Manika Diamonds. Here they come now. Taguru, Charles, bit into it. Pushed away by David Chipo. Throw in to be taken by Pesi. Shumbaimwe. Very long second. Throw in. Nelson Tegere. popularly known as TD amongst the coaches, mates, and the like. Isa Sadiki is the one who came in, pardon me. Here comes now Farai Banda. Just to move forward, but blocked. Ask. He has lost another chance here. He's the one who lost possession earlier on. A chance on the end of the post to shoot. Blocked. Oh, he hit it over the bar. Spencer Muringai. Spencer Mugariri couldn't keep his shot low. Placed his effort over the bar. Surely should have found the target there.
Yeah, Ramba kupinda mgombo.
Masbera bit into it. He does well to push it back. Spencer Mugariri. Masbera Lawrence. Good, nice one-touch football from Bikita Minerals. Maseo! Trying. He's feeling confident. Beauty and football. Lovely. Bolson Tekere there. He knows that they don't have to miss so many chances because they might cry at the end of the day.
Because team yani achase team yakarohwa ini yakutsvaga simba. Saka vanofanira kuto make sure kuti every bhora rinenge risiri paposition iko.
Lawrence Masbera will look to whip this one with a good keller. He's asking his teammates to go inside there because he's going to deliver a masterpiece, and it's a beauty. The goalkeeper read it well. Doesn't keep hold of it, but he was fouled in the process. And Lawrence Mhlanga. Unfortunately, there's no VAR for the referee to follow that up. There he is. Indeed. Natty dread, like my common analyst here.
In the work kwangu zvandibaya baya chitsikwa kudai.
There is the tussle between Lawrence Mhlanga and the goalkeeper. Let's see. Indeed, he steps on him. Vieira would have gotten him a card there for violent conduct. The goalkeeper there got away with one. Here comes now Manika Diamond Masbera. Masbera now does well to find Fortune Binzi. Can they whip in across here? Sadiki couldn't find Brett Amidu. The goalkeeper read it well. That is Tawana Bigi Temera. Here comes Charles Teguru to Brett Amidu. Amidu falls kindly now to Teguru. Charles clips the long one forward. Finds Isa Sadiki. There he is now creating a chance. Ripana with the blind pass. I think today has made so many mistakes. That's his Askuru Pande. Bera, the captain, as they push forward. Bikita Minerals. Ask does well to find Charles Teguru. Teguru now moving forward. Was looking for a run from Fortune Beans, but couldn't find him. Well defended by Kangundu. Sarirana. Carlton Zabwa veteran of many battles. Nicely headed back to the goalkeeper by Lawrence Mhlanga. One experienced player to the other. Issa Sadiki does well to beat his marker. Does well to find Preta Midu. He has brought in a bit of urgency, that is Issa Sadiki. To Charles Teguru. On the edge of the box to Preta Midu. To Issa. Couldn't keep it under control, unfortunately. They reclaim possession. Ask. Nigel Mpinduki to Lawrence Mhlanga. Mhlanga clipping a 4-1 forward. 55 minutes in the 56th minute we've played. Now Sandu Hlangana Lati. Siyakwamukela eKipo Stadium lapho ke ukuhlala khona abafana. Abebhikitha Minerals yona ke i-home side. Idlala ke labafana beManika Diamonds. Bona ke abadliwa i-Highlanders ngaphakathi kweviki. Namhlanje ke basithola ke begijimisana lo mdlalo lo babanjiwe 1 kanya okwamanje ngabafana beBikita Minerals. Lithium versus Diamonds. Imuli siyabuya siyathaba nje nxa ubabona nje bebuyile umama labantwana.
Awuyabise muri yese kuzona bhora. Sinodzinga vana kubva kuma-drugs izvo zvachiona zvimwe zvipo.
Ujairo Stapera ke sezama ke nje ukuthi elungisisa i-defense yakhe ngoba uyabona ukuthi kungaba kubi lapha ke. Ufuna ukuthi behlohle behambe phambili i-attack yakhe ke. Throw in ke ithatha uMasibere jikelite ligela ku-18 belikhipha laphana liyaphuma uyalikhipha liphakathi ke lingakayi phandle eshayelite libanjwa ngumfana othiwa nguPreta Mitu eliswane silolalo. Innocent Masiwa ke inohlohle igol lesithupha namhla elakhe kusizini le ka 2025 bachayela ihlela phela ku-18 area. Hey, phose kwaba kubi ke lapha. Ukhathola umthambo Taibo khona mina eshayelite elikhipha ngumuntu ole experience ke. Ukhathola umthambo etshengisa ukuthi hayi mina ngadlala ke sekule minyaka eminingi. Omunye azidlela nje amazambane. Uyabuya la uhamba umahamba wedwa. Babuya ke abafana beBikita Minerals badinga ke igoli lesibili. Bayadinga ke ulesikhathi sokuchayela ihle. Abantu wakhutha. Hey, phose ngoba kubi ke uyabuza ukuthi kanti yalithintwanga ke. Ukangudu nanto ke. Oh. Nasani cross ibinhle nje. Awubantu. Kancane nje so.
Vapadhuze rakuta nipadhuze chepe chapanga paita jamuka chero.
Hayi Manika Diamonds ke namhla ithwele bayithwalise amakapa avuzayo. Ungabe uhlangana lathi sise Love Club Triangle. Sise Kipo Stadium. Lapho ke match day yasithumla sikhombisa kudibana khona ke amaqembu amabili elithi Bikita Minerals lona ke lisebenzisa inkundla yeKipo njengenkundla yangekhaya. uLawrence Mhlanga eshayelite udinga ke uJaka ukuthiwa nguNigel Mpinduki bathola ke uPreta Mitu. Umitu uthola ke uIssa Sadiki urefuthi hayi kayibekwe phansi bafana liqalise kakutsha. uMasibere uyadinga lapha uthi hayi nompembekhela ke mfuna ukudlala mina mfuna ukuqhubeka lo msebenzi bayamvimba. Ureferee ke unompembeke yena uthi hayi soka lapho wena buyele emuva. Uyamtshela buyele emuva. uMasibere ke uyakhangela uyabuza uzo ucoach bamtshela uJairo Stapera lapho yamnika ukuthi lifake kuphi. Hey, walifaka ngemva kwabanye wonke umuntu. Bamtshontshela lithatha ke ngukangundu. Nansi ke iBikita Minerals wamthanga ejubani. uPreta Mitu wathi hayi ngikhona mfana kithi. Ube kuvela ku offside ke umfana kuthiwa uNigel Mpinduki. umsekeli kaNompembo wesibili ukhula kwaseJirairo waphakamisa ke iflake ke kwathi hayi obuvela ngangapho kungekho ke emthethweni kalibeke phansi utawona Bikita Mera wachayilite laphana uyadinga Maspero uthi hayi mina ngikhona uyavimba oyilithi hayi kaliphume phandle alikela laphuma phandle ke ukuthi yi-goal kick yabafana be-Manika Diamonds abafana be-Manika Land babuya ke badinga lapha kuba nzima kibo ke badinga Satiki Maspero chayilite lihle Fortune Prince yalisona lawo esiwa laphana uTekurutingi free kick uNompembo wathi hayi bonkhona hayi kalidlalwe umdlalo ngowamadoda Bretamitu yaligcina kakuhle laphana bethola ke uNacha umpinduki ke badinga lapho uCharles Tekuru esiya ku-bar line esishaya lihle laphana ku-18 area yadinga wathele lihle Satiki bamphimba hey ba uSatiki lokho engenile setshengisela ukuthi engabahlupha abafana be-Manika Diamonds Satiki
abafana be-Manika Diamonds bakhuya kumeso cheko asi defense yacho kutadza ti serious paketi
abaqethe kubuza badinga uAskir uphinda lidinga Satiki alihlala kahle kuphuthe washaya ilite la phezulu kwentuba Satiki ke sodlala amaqembu amaningi sibili okadlalela le Dynamos latanangu ke hey balibloke kakuhle laphana nguFelix Moyo bambiza bethu nguSilandulo ngabe ngambize njalo sahle semnike lona la uyazi ukuthi nyabe ngisitshona babuya ke elikhipha phandle uPhesi Shumba imwe Wisomthekethe bayachinga lapho uthi hayi madoda simakeni lapho abafana labo sebebuya naku ke uFortune Prince bemnika free kick laphana ulokhuzeni uthi hayi mina ngidlala ibhoru Felix Boy bathi hayi ulithethenga ngalapho ungekho emthethweni uSatiki ungemva kwakhe uIsa nguye nganosobise ukuqoqeka ke phambili kweqembu le-Manika Diamonds nangiyana ke ulindile second assistant ukhona kwaseJirairo sengene phakathi ukuthi belungisise bonke belemuva lapha Bretamitu la ungemva kwalo asibone ukuthi bazalidlala kanjani lapha abafana be-Manika Diamonds shaya lihle laphana bona uthathayo hey belikhipha laphana Nigel Mpinduki eboxini laphana mbano zalithola uBretamitu belibloka laphana bamnxibile nanse ko i-counter attack babuya abafana be bathi asayimba umsarano chance lapha umsarano lithola bamvimba bathi buyele emuva Jaha uMaspera wathi ngikhona esenza njalo elivimba bathi uthi hayi bangixobile Nompembo uthi hayi mfana kithi awungeze ungigqibelezele mvulile amehlo ngiyabona ngukhangele nje ngubhekile ngiyabona ukuthi umdlalo udlala kanjani iManika Diamonds yalungisa nje ukuthi ifake omunye ukuthi iqoqeke phambili sizabona ke ukuthi mbanoza ngena baqhubekana na uBretamitu eshaya lihlelide udinga ke uSatiki ulipheke laba lavuthiswa kakhulu akasalitholanga ke lapho nampo bakholisa boza labangani bakho sobona umdlalo wawungaphi bantu senza thina siseLowville sokubisela umdlalo omuhle wenguqu sebebisa ke istriker esekuthiwa uEvans Kathema ungenela ke umfana okuthiwa nguNigel Mpinduki nanko ke sikutshengisela ukuthi nampo mbano ongenile mbano ophumuleyo iyahamba imzuzu 65 minutes esezidlaliwe. 1-0 yakatungamira Bikita Mineralsio. Achirova. Hey. Iro rinenge rakutoda kurugby chaiko chaiko.
Ngusha kuti mwe wacho ngampinda ndio vanhu vari kumanya vari kumberi ukasazvitadza kuda kurovera ega.
Vamzvina Pembe vaArnold Ncube vati bhora rabuda pashe ngari tambwe richikandwa nemukomana uyu anonzi Lawrence Masbera richivhara zvakanaka nevakomana veBikita Minerals vachizama kurova 1-2 zvikanzi naMzvina Pembe rabuda pashe. Throw in kuvakomana veManika Diamonds. Masbera achirova rakanakisa kumberi, ari kutsvaga iye Bretamidu. Fortune Bids achisvikapo, Sadiki richibuda panze. Shumba imwe ari kuti refu handina kutumwa here. VaMzvina Pembe vakati bodo. Masbera ari kutsvaga awana mukomana iye anonzi Sadiki. Fortune Bids, Masbera achitangirwa apo Msiwa. Refu uyo akati handizvide ngatitambei zviri pamutemo. Avo ndivo vanonzi Arnold Ncube, ndiye Mzvina Pembe wedu wanasi. "67 minutes ndizo dzatotamba." Achirova rakareba dangerous kubva kune mukomana anonzi Taona Biki Temera, goalkeeper ane raki, madhifenda ake akachangamuka. Manika Diamonds yatorerwa bhora yaputirwapo, chance iyo cross iyo uyayo yata vapotsa zve varungu uya vachinoka varugogodza vakomana veBikita Minerals. Even masapota akutoruma nzara.
Vakuona kuti maatakirwa ari kuitwa timu yadifense yacho iri kupindwa chaiko chakuva nenzara, asi vari kumisa machances vakomana veBikita Minerals.
Vari kuclear marines avo vakomana veBikita Minerals. Vari kutoda zvekudaro. Foul yapiwa navaMzvina Pembe padonedzwa chikomana icho chinonzi Spencer Mugariri. Tamba pakati nepakati peteam yeBikita Minerals iyo yatinoti central midfield. Tuone kuti ndani acharitunga. Pesi Pascal Shumba imwe aripo, Blessing Kangudu aripo, ari kuridawo. VaMzvina Pembe vagadzirisa wall yevakomana veManika Diamonds vanzi handeitone. Shumba uyo iwe
rekuforera kumaJube.
Mazvidzira moga ndere kuforera kumaJube. Uyai Sadiki uyu mukomana auya kuzoshungurudza vakomana veBikita, achirova rakanakisa, kipa achiti ndiri pano. Taona Biki Temera akati right vakomana zororai dzikamai handeitoni. Achirova rakabirebesa richitungwa nemusoro richichengetwa naSadiki. Uyo Sadiki achitsvaka pasi pakati nepakati apo. Vakomana vaviri Evans Katema naFortune Bids ndio watoti matwin strikers. Ndo mamiriro zvakaita kune dzimwe nhandare. Scotland yakabatwa nevakomana veTail 1-0-1. ZPC Kariba neRentals Mangange 0-0. Ndo mamiriro zvakaita kune dzimwe nhandare. Ndo magame matatu aripo nhasi. Chasteguru nemukana zvina muEtineria, cross iyo hapana aripo, kutunga nemusoro pavakomana veManika Diamonds. vanonoka kusvika. Sadiki achiwina throw in. Masbera achiti ziya pindai mukati, taachimbomuona achikanda akarevesa mukatumo. Vanofana kuchenjera because nekuti papinda mukomana anonzi Evans Katema akareba ende anotunga nemusoro.
Vachinge vachiziva Nakatema nevakomana vakubikita Minerals kwenguva sekuti vakamboshanda vese.
Vanomziva chose. Sizini yakapera aiva kubikita iye mukomana anonzi Evans Katema. Breta midza chirova rakanakisa rarebesa. Richinotorwa nemukomana anonzi Busy Fortune achidzora. Hapana aripo richiuya. Richibuda. Ifoul kandi throw in. Neavo vanochengetedzawo.
Vanakirwa nebhora.
Nemamedics varipo.
Vanochengetedza utano hwemaplayers.
Tinotenda Alvin. Ndicho chikomana chakatibatira kamera yedu inotenderera pachirungu inonzi roving. Throw in. Ichitorwa nemukomana uyu anonzi Pesi shumba imwe. Bikita Minerals. Pesa chichesta zvakanaka-nakisa paya achitsvaga mukomana Tadiwa Nashemsarirana. Richitorwa naFarai Banda weManika Diamonds. Farai achirowa player ichidona. Kana risina kurowa musoro rifano ti handei tone. Akasumudza musoro, akasumudza ruoko achiti ndioneiwo. Masbera ari kutsvaga Charles Teguru. Vakomana veBikita Minerals vakati tiripo. Chibodzwa chimwe chete chinonetsa kuchengetedza, munotofana kuva makachenjera.
Hazvina kumira mushe kwakomana temunofanira kutowedzera kuwana 1 goal bora nekuti iye yakuda uye vapinda vamaveteran players varuda zvekumberi chaiko.
Tirumboda kuona kuti chikomana charohwa nebhora ndiani. Tapera uyo. Macoach reactions. Wilson Mtekede. Varairidzi vari vaviri. Uyu ndiye Wilson Mtekede weBikita Minerals. Uyu ndi Jairus Tapera weManika Diamonds. The throw in. Mu18 richitungwa nemusoro chibviswa nescissors kick. Farai Banda ndiye acharimanyisa kunoritora vakomana veManika Diamonds. Zvichenda una Breta Midu. Achiona Lawrence Mhlanga achirowa rakarebesa paya achitsvaga mukomana anonzi Fortune Beans. Nhasi havana kumbopiwa mukana. Masbera. Sadiki achidonedzwa achiwina free kick. Ndo mukana ndofunga kuti vachawana kuti vachita substitution. Masbera achirovera paplayer. Nekarati player ipiwe yellow card.
Vanoziva nenjere dzacho.
Icho chikomana kuda kwashe Mahachi. Muchamurangarira here. Ambotambira chicken in. Agenda ku Sundowns. Agenda ku Super Sport. Akadzoka kuManika Diamonds. Akambomirira nyika kumakore akati kuti. Akaenda ku Africa Cup of Nations. Innocent Masiwa. Vachiona ye captain wavo Bera. Offside. Free kick. Yaonekwa na mtevedzero wekutanga wa Mzvina Pembe va Amos Pumai. Tedas Baye achitumira kumberi achiona Fortune Beans. Ana kuzoconnecta nairo zvakanaka paya. Dearibata zvazicha. "75 minutes we've played so far in this encounter. Bikita Minerals still lead by that first half for solitary strike by the man Innocent Masiwa as he scored his 6th goal of the season. I still have with me Ras Digo Rugare. Substitution being made. Kurakwashi Mahachi coming in for Charles Teguru. Can he be the difference? Can he resuscitate his career? Yes, there's some tumultuous time. Popularly known as Nkembe. That is Kuda Mahachi. A marvel to watch during the peak of his career. Sadiki checks in, pushes it back to Masbera, to Brett Amidu, to Fortune Bins, giving Kuda Mahachi his first touch. Nicely done by Mahachi. He's far, loses possession, Kuda Mahachi. It's pushed out by Lawrence Mhlanga. We're throwing on the far side.
Yeah, you throw in here Pokomana Bikita Minerals. Zvinotaridza kuti bhora rekumberi vakuda kuriona asi bhora rina kumira zvakanaka panguva ino nekuti dzese dzakuda kumwisa uye vapinda maveteran player Mahachi vakatepfenyura futi ari kunyika saka experience yakawanisa vanofanira kushinga kumana Bikita Minerals.
Throw in. Goal kick. Shorty. Is it a corner kick? Corner kick given by the first assistant, Amos Puma. Farai Kufura Mutoa. That's a very long senem. Kufura Mutoa coming from Rasi Takaeza, left attacking midfielder. In comes Farai Kufura Mutoa, who's a central attacking midfielder. Looks not too happy, but gets to go to the coach. And swinger to the near post, but cleared emphatically by Bikita Minerals. Throw in. Tekede looks to make another change. I see you can see signaling something to the bench, the substitute bench. He wants a bit of action. Percy Pascal Shumbaimwe to take the throw in. They're enjoying different beverages. The keeper loses it. Regains it. That is by looking for Nkembe. Tightly monitored by Kakudu. Kangudu does see it's been solid.
Asi kunzvenga position anaye munhu wake last man ari kumira chaiko chaiko.
The throw in. Free kick to Ivan Skatema, being given a rude awakening by his former teammates, but in the process wins the free kick for his new paymasters. The referee asking for a stretcher. Bench is warming up. That's Roy Nyahono as well as Marshall Chiwara, respectively, 40-10. Free kick indeed. Ivan Skatema fouled there by Kangundu. He's one man that I'm sure Bikita Minerals will have to keep him in the match until the end because he's been solid. They wouldn't want to lose him. The two players stretching. $80 minutes we have played. 10 minutes plus optional time still to play. Bikita Minerals fans in song and dance. The substitute bench stretching. 10 and 40. 10 being Marshall Chiwara, 40 being Rowan Nyahono. Free kick. Can they make something out of this one? Throw in, swept in, header. Corner kick. These are times that the leading team needs to be very much alert.
Dongo yakashatisa zvochokwadi pabhora iyoyo malast minutes are very dangerous and vakamwisa vanenge vane confidence yakanyanyisa.
Here they come now. Breta Midu will look to whip this one to great effect. It's a good one, but well defended on the near post by Bikita Minerals. They will restart Manika Diamonds as they push it back to their goalkeeper Baye. Amidu Sanga cleared, falls kindly to Masbera. Goes for the power line. It's fouled in the process. He was slow. Shumbaimwe was beaten there. Clever for him to take a foul. Because if he had allowed him to beat and go to the power line and whip it in or attack into the 18 area, could have been dangerous for the home team. Free kick. He'll take it himself. Whipped in! Close to go yet, scissors kick! They missed it! Oh, he couldn't connect nicely there! If he had connected, that could have been vital for the home side. But they survive. Fortune Pinzi was looking for the spectacular. Look at it! Fortune Pinzi really, if he had got that one, good defense clearance on the touch line there, rather on the goal line rather. By Bikita. Can they get a second one here? He tries to beat one too many men. Well defended, solid defending from Manika Diamonds, and he does well also not to allow him to pickpocket him and run away with it. Commits a foul in a not so dangerous area. It allows your team to regroup. Here they come now. They are asking. Masbera doesn't have the legs to get onto that one.
Vanotadza kuneta vakomana Manika Diamonds because mabhora mamwe avakusiya vakukundwa simba neupano kwebikita Minerals.
Very young side, Bikita Minerals. It's got one of the youngest squads in the Premier League. There's a player riding in agony. Still to make out who it is, but looks like Spencer Mgariri. And is asking to be changed. He's asking to be changed. No, it's not him. It's Richard Mulenga. Wilson Tekere thinking who and where he should go. Some of the highlights, the mistake and the goal. No mistake from Innocent Masiwa as he scored his second goal. It was It was, of course, Askar Pande who was pickpocketed. 85 minutes, 5 minutes plus optional time still to play. Bikita Minerals need a surety goal, I feel. Shielding, fouled in the process. That was Kudamahachi. Bretamid will leave it. Former Dynamos. Former FC Platinum, now at Manika Diamonds. Double change. Tadarisha Msarirana coming out. In comes a defender, that is Tanaka Chari. Wilson Tegede solidifying his defense. That is Chari for you. Tanaka Chari, I'm sure you'll move to the right back. Defense is outcoming. Richard Mlenga calls it a day for Marshall Chiwara. That's Marshall Chiwara in your picture. Calling it a day there also was Tadioana Shemsarirama. Yeta Katema. Kudamahachi. Blocked. Corner kick. He wins the corner kick for his team. In a rush. Clock ticking in the wrong direction for Manika Diamonds. It will be their second defeat in a week.
Anything can happen.
Brett Amidu asking if the player is at the right position. He's asking if the player is at the right position. The referee says it's okay. He asks him to move a step or two back. Then says, let's go. Amidu, deep cross. Mhlanga. Kudamahachi wins the foul. Clever from Kudamahachi. Yet overcooked that hit. It was clever, but then overcooked, but he was blocked in the process. There. See what they were looking too eager to go in a counter-attack. There is Nkembe, Kudamahachi. He's edging his players. He really wants this, he's really feeling it. The goalkeeper, Taona, Bikita sorting out his defense. 2 minutes plus optional time still to play. Throw in. Cross-side throw-in comes in, it's bubbling, but cleared by Bikita. Can they go in a counter here? An opportunity to counter-attack. The Kamusiwa. A chance to go for it now. Chari, oh my goodness, that was Farai Kufuraku. Toa couldn't connect properly with that one. Here they come, they're looking now for what to kill off it, to kill it off in the contest. Couldn't connect there, that is, was looking for his 7th goal. Innocent Masiwa. Oh, the fans are enjoying every moment. Loving it. We're now in the 90th. And we expect about 4 minutes to be shown by the 4th assistant. Sadiki. A cross comes and it's a good one! Katema! Mahachi! Couldn't get there on time. Spilled, but he recovered well. That is the goalkeeper. And I'm sure you'll milk it. Eat as many minutes as he possibly can. A header there from Fortune Bids, and Mahachi couldn't get on it on time. Four minutes of optional time. 4 minutes for Bikita Minerals to hang on. 4 minutes for Manika Diamonds to find an equalizer in the winner. Mudzabwa beaten to it by Katema. Sadiki beaten to it by Shumba Ingwe. Here they come now. That chance again. Oh, Katema tussling and fighting. They clear their lines eventually. Mahachi pushed and with the free kick, dangerous position, opportunity for a set piece. Dangerous times. Hold your breath if you're a Bikita Mineral supporter. Bite your nails if you are a Manika Diamond supporter. Behind it, Kudamahachi. What can he do now? We've seen a good one. Looking for Katema, cleared well. Much to the relief and delight of the home crowd. A chance for a counter, but Bretamik does well. Mhlanga. Kudamahachi keeps a good one, looking for fortune pins, but cleared by Carlton Zabo. Katema trying to punish his former paymasters. Whips in across. Masbera. Amidu does well. He knows how to shoot, but he is not given the opportunity to do so. Long searching ball. Here they come now. They're pushing forward. The clock ticking away. Oh, the fans are singing. CNI with Bikita. Not yet over. The fans were celebrating, thinking he had blown the final whistle.
Zvinenge zvasvika panzvimbo yaicheka makumbo. Vakunonogerawo maminutes maseconds akutanga achikwana.
There you go. CNI or Bikita. They are chanting, singing. The referee could be blowing any moment from now. He lets it play. Chance for Sadiki to go one last attack. And there is the final whistle. Bikita Minerals FC have emerged victorious. Thanks to a strike in the 32nd minute by Innocent Masiwa. His 6th goal of the season. The Lithium boys have claimed all 3 points. And the crowd is going wild here at Gibo Stadium. Innocent Masiwa's goal was a moment of pure tenacity, showcasing his skill and alertness. And he did slot it home past the Manika Diamonds goalkeeper, leaving no chance for a save. This goal has secured a crucial win for Bikita Minerals, and they're celebrating in style. This win is significant boost for Bikita Minerals, and they'll be looking to build on this momentum in the upcoming fixtures. Manika Diamonds, on the other hand, will need to regroup and analyze what went wrong. They'll be looking to bounce back stronger in their next match. A huge congratulations to Bikita Minerals Football Club on this well-deserved win. It's been an exciting match, and we've witnessed, of course, some fantastic football here at Kibo Stadium. And I must thank my match analyst here, Russ. Thank you very much for making time and being with us here. Russ Digorugare, thank you very much.
Zvinotendwa zvikuru, taona mukana wekunge tichishamariravo tichitaura maringe nezvebhora, tichiona unyanzvi, tichiona unyanzvi hunepwere, asi Bikita Minerals asazokwanisa kukunda nechibozwa chimwe, Manika Diamonds ine 0. Tinotenda zvikuru.
Well, Zimbabwe, that's all we have for you. Let's now leave you with some highlights as well, and we'll be back with you with some post-match presentation.
Well, things not looking good for JT Jairo Sapera and his Gem Boys, Manika Diamonds. Third week in a row, they've lost. Remember, they lost to Kepe Bora 1-0. They lost to Highlanders 1-0. They've now just lost to Bikita Minerals by the same scoreline. Well, and Bikita Minerals, they jump one place up from 13th to 12th. And I can tell you that at Rufaro Stadium, it's all drama. There's about 5 minutes of stoppage time left. And listen to this. The Wi-Fi boys have switched on their Wi-Fi all over Rufaro Stadium. They are leading Maviravira by 1-0. So we'll let you know there. But in the studio, Uche is still here. Chief is still here. And Uche, well, things not looking good for JT.
Things not looking good, and is it a coincidence, CNN, to say 1-0 to Islanders, 1-0 to Cape Town, 1-0 to Bikita?
I don't know.
Yeah, set for them, but good news and kudos to Bikita Minerals for.
Right, okay. Let's just go back to Gibo Stadium and rejoin Valentine Mabugu as he talks to the two coaches.
Indeed, and of course, right now we've got the victorious coach, that is Lusoto Mtekere, and of course, good victory for you at home. And Gibo Stadium remains a fortress for you, a welcome victory after your midweek defeat.
Yeah, thank you, Vava. I think we are happy to have collected 3 points. Maximum points have been eluding us, even after good performances, but today it was a tight contest. I think both teams really exerted themselves well. But we are happy to have gotten a goal. We could have probably gotten 2 more, but we didn't wrap it, and we made the game so difficult until the end. But we are happy. Yes, indeed, it has become a fortress. We're going, I think it's the 6th game without a loss. I think ever since we shifted to this base, we have not lost a game. We are happy about that.
And of course, I'm sure you'll be impressed with how solid your defense was and how alert they were as well, not allowing the Manika Diamonds to score despite the experience they later brought into the match.
Yes, we are happy. Of late, our defense has been good. Especially, I'm particularly excited because one of our key defenders was not in, Chelsea Nyakope, who got on loan from Manika Diamonds. So we were not very, very certain, but Carlton really, I think, applied himself well, and we managed to keep Manika Diamonds at bay.
Could this be the point where you make the right turn and corner for your team going forward as we approach the second half of the season?
We are so hopeful that this should be a turning point where it should also rub a bit of confidence in the boys, and we still believe we can do better.
Indeed, Coach Mtegere, thank you very much, and congratulations on your victory.
Thank you so much, Trevor.
Indeed, of course, that was Wilson Mtegere, the victorious coach here this afternoon with a 1-0 solitary win for that is Bikita Minerals. And of course, with me right now is the losing coach, that is Jaros Tapera. And of course, it becomes the second defeat in a week for you. Tough times ahead, but I'm sure you can pick on some positives after this match nonetheless.
Yeah, painful lose. We were not expecting to lose in this ground and against Bikita. But I think we did well in terms of our defending. It was poor, yes, but we were always there. We attacked well. We couldn't finish off. One mistake that we did, a terrible mistake from our defenders, and that was the difference. But that's such is football. We need to look at it and sit down and try and see the positives and move forward.
And of course, the second half of the season comes in next week as well. I'm sure there are things that you need to also look at. Is it about beefing up the squad, or just re-looking at how you're going to be playing with the current players that you have?
Yeah, I think we have got about 6 players, our first team players who have been injured the last 2-3 months. That's a very good challenge for us, and I am so much hopeful that they are coming back in the next 2-3 weeks. And to look and say we might get a player at the half of the season, it's very, very difficult to get a good player. We need just to play around with the players that we have. Hopefully when they come back from the injury, they can add a lot of depth in our team.
Coach, tough luck, but have a safe journey back home.
Thank you very much. Sure.
All right. There you have it. That is Coach Jaros Tapera there. He has lost this game. He doesn't lose hope. He's looking ahead to the second half of the season with some of the 6 starters for him still injured, hoping that they'll be back in the next coming 2 or 3 weeks. Well, I certainly hope you did enjoy us here at Gibbo Stadium. But right now, for full-time analysis, let's take you back to the studio.
Yes, it's definitely more anguish for JT Jairus Tapera, losing there by 1-0, but he's looking ahead. Like I said, Bikita Minerals jump 1 place up. I can tell you that is over at Rufaro. Jompano Herbert Marua has led his Wi-Fi boys to a victory over Maviravira by 1-0. And at Nyamunga, the last we had with a couple of minutes to go, it was still deadlocked 0-0. Uche, wow, at least Wilson Mutegede, Widzo is going home the happier guy.
Yeah, congratulations to Bikita Minerals. Kudos to them. Their game plan worked, though they missed 2 or 3 chances in the second half. But tactically, they were superior. They were supporting the men on the ball. And kudos to them. Well done again to Bikita Minerals. But for Manika Diamonds, back to the drawing board, more homework. At all costs, they ought to win their forthcoming encounter to save jobs and human capital personnel at Manika Diamonds.
But Chief, there's still time for JT to turn things around with that star-studded side, surely.
Yeah, I was listening to him when he said there is no, they don't have chance to look for better players. I think his team is quite okay. Yeah, he can still got the second half of the season to finish off, and they've got time to just settle down and have their own team and start winning games.
That's right. Time for JT to the second half of the season. Well, that's just about it. Remember that tomorrow our team is still there at Gibbo Stadium, where we'll be bringing you live from the same Gibbo Stadium. The Sugar Boys, Triangle United, taking on visitors Boys Denaro Green Fuel. But for now, just leaves me to thank Uche Achiford Mundaba for keeping us good company as always. Uche, we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.
My pleasure always, Siren.
Right, and Chief, again tomorrow.
Thank you, legendary.
Right. Okay. And of course, you will be with us again tomorrow, I know. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. From everybody from ZBC TV Sports, fronted by our producers, Bevan Finurai, Stuart Choriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura, we say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until we meet again tomorrow, it's bye-bye for now.
The second coming of Christ,